Srishti, likely a good day coming in for the Indian markets with a mild positive start.
Indeed, Kanishka, but yes, the key to watch out for will be how Indian markets react to the latest commentary coming in from Donald Trump, where he's saying that if this Russian oil thing is something that is not getting justified right now, he can actually go ahead and raise the tariffs on India. So let's watch out for that as well. But with this, let's move on and let's also highlight some of the stocks that you should be watching out for in today's trading session. And first up is M&M Financials on the back of the Q3 updates. The stock will be in focus today, and a very strong updates coming in rather, wherein the disbursements have seen a jump of almost 7% on a YY basis. Along with that, the business assets have also improved almost 12% on a YY basis. So a good update from M&M Financial. So whole NBFC space will be in focus today. From the other companies, Cupid will be in focus on the back of its Q3 updates. Is the best ever performance in a quarter that the company has reported. The order stands at its highest level, and the company is also saying that they will exceed their earlier FY26 revenue as well as profit guidance. So let's watch out for that. Banking counter, that is Bank of India, will be in focus on the back of a steady Q3, wherein this time around we have seen the overall deposits have seen a rise of almost 11.5%. while the global advances have seen a jump of almost 13.5% on a YY basis. JTL Industries, a positive update coming in over here as well, because exports have seen a rise of 11% on a YY basis, while the sales volume have surged 3% on a YY basis, but sequentially it's an 11% jump what the company has reported. From some of these EMS counters, Amber Enterprise, a positive news flow as their arm gets a nod under the ECMS category to accelerate the localization of the key electronic components, as well as Dixon Technologies will be in focus as well, as the unit gets nod under ECMS as well. So let's watch out for both of these companies. And lastly, within some of these recently listed counters is the lock-in period end coming in for some Power Steel Tubes, Globe Civil Projects, as well as Brigade Hotel Ventures. So let's watch out for these stocks as well.
All right, so then lots of stocks to track today, but that's not all. Many others that we'll be keeping on our radar today. And first of all, of course, it's the Venezuela crisis that's going to be the big news focus of the day. And several oil-related counters, be it oil production counters or OMCs, HPCL, BPCL, Indian Oil, RIL, MRPL, all of these counters are going to be in focus on the back of the US attacks that have been done on Venezuela. So we'll watch out for all of how these counters react. Next up, let's talk about Coal India, which is going to be in focus because its subsidiaries, their IPOs continue to remain in focus, and the anchor investors, they are to bid in BCCL IPO on January 8th, and Bharat Coking Coal IPO, that is going to remain open until January 13th. So yes, that's the latest that we are picking up. Now remember, the company that is Coal India, that's going to offload about 10% stake in Bharat Coking Coal. So yes, that's the latest as far as Coal India is concerned. Another stock to watch out for today. Next up, let's talk about Nykaa, which is going to be in focus. Lots of companies with Q3 updates. Now, the consolidated GMV for Nykaa as well as the NSP growth that's likely going to come in late 20s. That's the latest word that the company has reflected in its Q3 update. Revenue growth that is seen at the upper end of mid-20s, whereas the beauty NSP growth that could also likely be in the late 20s. And it could likely be the highest in 6 quarters. That's the word coming in. Apart from that, fashion NSP growth that could be seen in the mid-20s range, whereas revenue could be in late teens. So yes, a positive update is what we have received from Nykaa, and it's going to be a stock to watch out for today. From the FMCG space, we have Marico, which has come out with its Q3 update. Consolidated revenue growth that could be in high 20s. A good update coming in there. Now remember, India's underlying volume growth, that could also be in high single digit. That's the word coming from the company. So another stock to watch out for. Apart from that, from the space is V-Mart Retail, which has also come out with its Q3 update. Revenue is seen at 1126 crore rupees. That's gains worth 10% on a year-on-year basis. Meanwhile, the same sales store growth, that is expected to be flat, absolutely flat over there. Other than that, Avenue Supermarts, that's also one stock that we'll be tracking today. Now, just to give you a sense of how the revenue picture is looking like, for the first quarter, it stood at 16.2%. In the second quarter, it's expected it was around 15.4%. And in the third quarter, we are expecting growth of about 13.2% as far as Avenue Supermarket is concerned, the standalone revenue is going to come in at nearly 17,600 crore rupees. That's an 8.5% uptick on a sequential basis. So yes, that's another stock to watch out for. Apart from that, from the banking space, we have AU Small Finance Bank, which is going to be in focus. Why? Because the company has reported total deposits worth 1.38 lakh crore rupees. That's a 23% upside on a year-on-year basis. So yes, that's something to watch out for. Apart from that, the CASA deposits, they have come in at 39,950. So yes, 16% uptick over there as well, whereas the CASA ratio, that on a year-on-year basis stands at 28.9%. So yes, that's one of the stocks that we'll be watching out for. So yes, Srishti, lots of counters to track today, and let's watch out for all of them.
Well, absolutely. Seems like a news-heavy day coming in for the Indian markets. But with this, viewers, it's once again time to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.